Tyler Groove, walking in, Regan Lowndes, a-playing, Noel Rodriguez, podcasting.
Welcome to the MildMeatball podcast. I'm your host, Noah. We're going to downgrade Regan from host because we had one feedback and they didn't like him as host, so he's no longer the host.
Based on what one person said.
Yeah, well, you don't talk.
I agree.
So what am I?
Two people. Right now, you are junior host.
Junior co-host?
Not co-host, just junior host.
Would I be co-host?
You could be co-host for this episode.
That's what's up.
This is Tyler Grube. He's our guest this week. He didn't listen to much of the other podcast, the first one that we released, so we're just going to kind of give him the rundown of it. Do you remember Mackenzie from high school?
Mackenzie, yeah.
You know he goes by Big Red now?
I did not. That is...
It's very ironic,
It's weird,
right? Because he's not that big.
Right.
Yeah, do you know he showed up in a bathrobe?
Like, only a bathrobe?
Only a bathrobe.
No underwear.
No, well, I didn't look at his balls, but
Okay, well...
he only had a bathrobe
I
on.
saw him.
See that? And he does that regularly?
We don't see him that often. We invited him to the podcast. He showed up with a bathrobe on.
He changed. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then we have some clips to play you from that 2-hour segment. I want you to tell us what you think. Regan, you got the clips?
I got the clips.
Are they ready?
Oh, they're not ready.
Alright,
So-
well,
So Tyler, what have you been up to? I haven't seen you in like 2 years.
it's been a while.
Yeah, because you never answer my texts. For some reason, you stopped wanting to hang out with us.
Yeah, I've just been busy, man.
Yeah,
Alright,
you've been
this
busy
year
for
I've been
2
busy.
years.
This year I've been busy.
When we lived in Clovis, you never came and saw us.
Yeah, you're right. No, I
Don't listen to the
I
conversation.
came
We
a
can
few
pull the
times.
clips
Oh,
up.
I got the clips.
You got the
want
clips?
the most disturbing one?
Let's ease them in. Play the first one.
No, I'm playing him the most disturbing one.
No, because you're gonna destroy. Okay,
You gotta
do
go
whatever
with
you
the
want.
host. Do what the host is doing. Alright.
She said, are you going to give your little princess daddy's milk?
Just out of context?
Yeah.
What do you think the context of that was?
I can't tell you what. Like,
What do you mean you can't tell us what?
Is it a porn that he was watching? Is
No,
it-
that was a life experience that he had.
Oh, really?
This girl that was into Daddy Dong.
Oh.
So cringe, man.
Yeah.
So Mackenzie's pulling, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
We think it might be all lies.
No, I believe him. He doesn't believe him. I believe him.
I have a hard time believing Mackenzie. Like, ever.
Pull up some more of his stuff. I didn't want to start with that one. That's actually my least favorite clip.
You don't like that one?
I
I thought
don't-
it was the most gross.
It makes you feel uncomfortable, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Pull up some more. Start from the beginning.
Which one you want? The first
The
one?
first one. I think you start from the beginning and you ease into it.
I wish that I had a smell fetish.
We've been
What do you think
over
about that one?
Like that'd be a nightmare. A smell fetish?
What's his reasoning behind it?
Like you get a hard on?
I mean, not hard on, but
smells?
he just, the bad smells are
Bad
not a
smells.
nuisance.
So shit.
No.
Is that what
Listen,
is that what you're
we're interpreting his words here. It
Like-
could be shit.
Like basically if he runs by a porta potty while he's on a little jog,
Sure, he's
now
not
gonna
grossed
feel-
out by it.
He's gonna feel randy.
But if
Don't use that word.
can I be honest? Yeah, we don't talk about it brings back bad memories. The way you're describing it, though, like if shit smells good, you're actually making me like it more.
Really? Like you would prefer to just smell human waste and like
I'm not saying like, but I'm saying if I could also have the capacity of good smells and liking bad smells,
Can't work that way. One or the other.
well, that's not what he's saying. He just says like I also like the smell of shit.
You can't like all smells.
Yeah, you don't know that. If I could like both good smells and bad smells, I'm taking it.
You would take that?
You wouldn't?
No.
Why?
Because now
It would just improve your life.
But I don't want to like smelling feces. You know
There's
what
a
I mean?
reason
Like,
things smell bad.
Yeah, like I don't want my body to inhale feces and
It's like,
be like,
stay away from this. It
nice.
smells bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Well, Mackenzie's reasoning was is because he goes on dates with women that smell.
Jesus.
It'd be easier on him if they didn't smell.
what is wrong with him?
I don't know. Play the next clip. Actually, I do know what's wrong. I mean, he's got a lot of sexual issues.
You gotta find the next one.
Dude, there's two. I told you to record him in order. This is what I'm talking about. He's a horrible. This is why he's not the co-host
He's not the
anymore.
co-host anymore,
He's a
right.
junior host because he's not ready.
Might be this one.
Okay, it might be this
Let me
one.
check it.
You can't check it. We're live.
Alright, this one, yeah.
Okay.
This one works.
lot of time on porn sites.
While he's eating chips.
Yeah, he also brought chips into the podcast,
So
eating
he's
them the
eating
entire time.
into the mic.
Right
That's
into the
great.
mic. Our first pod. You see why we went from 2.5 hours down to 8
I
minutes?
got you. Yeah.
Because between him eating chips and Regan not stopping to play the guitar, he wouldn't put the guitar down.
I added something to the experience.
He didn't. Yeah.
Background.
Ambient, crappy background guitar.
Okay.
Okay.
Whatever.
So how do you feel about that? Let me ask you this.
So he said
He says he spends a lot of time on porn. What's a lot of time on porn? How much time do you spend a day on porn?
A day?
A day.
I don't know. I think I'd average that out weekly. I don't know about a day.
I'm asking you,
not
like, how
on
much
that every day.
you don't watch porn every day?
No.
Okay. How much do you spend a week?
40 minutes maybe.
40 minutes?
A week.
Regan,
Yeah,
play the next
maybe.
clip and then tell me what you think of this.
That's like a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Come on.
Play the next
If
clip.
it's taking you longer than that.
Okay, well, what do you think of this?
How many hours a day are you spending on porn sites? Not long, like hour or two.
An hour
Or two a day.
Or two.
And he said not long.
Every single day.
Yes.
There's 24 hours in a
Yes.
day. You're only awake for like 16 of them.
Yes.
And he's taking up 2 of those hours on porn?
That's like,
Yes.
10% of your waking hours.
Yeah.
That's like.
How does it make you
insane-
feel?
That makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I,
Does it make you feel worse that he said at his worst you watched 4 hours of porn a day?
he used to?
Yeah, at his worst.
At his worst.
Yes.
That's an addiction. He needs
Yes,
help.
we have. He denies it,
I
but
couldn't imagine.
we agree that it's an addiction, but he
2
doesn't think
hours
so.
a day?
4
So
hours.
is he just
on
like
the day. Play the next
watching
clip.
it?
We have it.
No,
Yes,
is
he
just-
said he would just watch it.
He
Those,
just
those
watches
are all
it.
the clips.
No, those aren't all the clips.
All the clips I have.
No, you have more than that.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Yes,
So he just sits there and watches it.
he said, this is an exact quote, "In my idle time, porn would just be on."
Why? Like, why he stared at...
I can't even sit through like a 2-hour movie sometimes.
That's actually what started this argument. You know The Lighthouse, right? The new movie that came out.
yeah,
It's
I
like,
never saw it, but...
well, you didn't see, but it's like everyone agrees it's great. It's super artistic.
Right, it looked in black and white.
Yeah.
And all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We saw it, the three of us, and Mackenzie hated it. I don't even think that movie's 2 hours long, and I was like, "You spend 2 hours a day watching porn, but you're really gonna complain to me about watching The Lighthouse? Like somehow that is worse than watching 2 hours of porn.
That-
It doesn't even.
He's got some weird logic.
Any movie is better than 2 hours of straight
Yes,
porn.
absolutely.
I couldn't show
Yeah.
you a movie that you'd be like, I
No.
could be watching 2 hours of porn, and it would be better.
That is... What the fuck,
Yeah.
dude?
He's got problems.
What kind of porn?
He didn't really go into that. He did talk about like he has seen some weird porn because this is okay.
Let's just assume it's pretty depraved.
He
so.
said it was some. He said some weird. I don't remember the names. He knows them. There's some weird stuff. This is actually what shocked me more than anything. He says he won't watch the same porn video twice.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird, right?
That means he hasn't found what he likes. So he just kind of keeps on scrolling through.
You think that's what it means? I just think
Yeah.
he says like he knows what happens. So what's the point?
Oh,
But that
wow.
doesn't make sense to
So
me
he's
because
seen so much that he's just like already like...
Of course you know what's going to
Yeah.
happen when you watch that.
that's what got me is what he said. Well, I know what's going to happen. So what's the point? Like he watches it for the story.
For the
Or
story.
like you know the basic layout of porn. That's what got me. I didn't understand that. When he says he won't watch the same porn video twice.
All right, we got to clean this up. We got to.
Yeah. Okay. So another segment. Okay. Well, I want to start to another segment. We call it Regan's rules. I don't know if you have any more rules. He's got these stupid rules that
Okay.
he doesn't really live by, but he says he lives by. I'll give you an example of the dumbest one I heard. You can't go to more than 2 stores if you go out.
No, I don't agree with that.
No, it's ridiculous.
Go to one store.
You can't... So you can't go to more than one store? Or
No,
2
2 stores is too much.
I don't think you should.
I think 2 stores is fine. I think if you get up to 4 or 5...
The example, I'll give you the example when this came out. When we started this podcast, we went to Target
okay.
to buy something.
Right.
And then after Target, we went to Carl's Jr. to eat. And he threw a fit.
Wait, that's not a store.
They can't. Any sort of establishment that sells things is a
No,
store.
that doesn't make sense at all.
That's his ruling.
Because the other day, I went to Dick's Sporting Goods,
Yep.
right? I got a water bottle, this hat, and then right after I went to Best Buy to get some batteries.
Yep.
And then...
Probably made a trip to Target. Pick up some bread.
No, I didn't go to Target.
But if you did, would that be ridiculous?
No.
Exactly, that's a
'cause
normal
you're
thing.
getting your sports stuff,
you get your
batteries,
and then you go to
electronics,
Target to get whatever
and
you
then your
need.
food.
It makes sense, right?
You know,
He
I'd
won't
give that a pass. I'd say that's reasonable.
That's a pass.
That's a pass.
Okay. His reasoning was he doesn't want to be seen with me in public because people might think we're a couple.
Yeah, why are we gonna be shopping for clothes together, dude?
We shopped for pants together last week and you didn't throw a fit. But when we went to go to get some lunch and then something for the podcast, it was a big deal.
Yeah, that's more like a date.
But when we actually went and bought pants together and you said, "How do these look?" That's not a date. You asked me an opinion on your pants in front of the girl who has to let you into the dressing room. Not a problem. We went to 3 stores that day to buy pants too. But when we went to Target and then food, that's a date.
Yeah. You take me out to buy pants.
That's
and
absurd.
Then you go buy me a burger.
No, we didn't buy pants that day. We bought pants 3 days before.
There's very few things that's off limits for like 2 guys to do. One being a movie. You don't go see a movie with just one other dude.
We do that all the time.
Are you serious?
No, why not?
Really?
Yeah.
That's a rule?
You don't do it with your brother?
No,
So this is Tyler's rules. You've never seen a movie. I've seen a movie
never
one-on-one
seen a
with you
movie.
before.
I don't think we have.
Yes, we have.
What movie?
The Other Guys. It was just me and you.
No.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We watched The
other.
Other Guys, just me and you.
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah, with Ryan
So-
Gosling and
He's not in that movie. You're thinking of a different movie.
what's the one with Ryan Gosling
you're talking
and the
about
bee?
Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, and there's a
That
bee
we
in
did,
there. That was just me and you. We saw that together.
No, we saw it with Connor. I could have sworn.
No, Connor didn't. It was me and you.
So 3 guys is okay. What about 1 guy? Is that worse than 2 guys?
Like going alone?
Yeah.
I go alone all the time.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't do it.
I have the Regal pass. Okay,
All right, so you go
So,
more than once.
dude,
a month,
I'll go
really.
3 times in a day.
Jesus Christ.
No, this is what happens. So like, me and Regan swim every morning. So I come down here and then I swim, okay? And then I got like an hour and a half. So I'll go pop in. I'll start a movie. And then I'll be like, I got work in an hour. I'll go to work. Then I'll go back, finish the same movie that I left. I'll just walk in an hour and a half late. Different times. I split it up.
You know what? That's not a bad.
That's
deal.
not a bad
That's not
system,
bad-
right?
So
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
No, it's
No,
because I'm paying. It's free.
Yeah.
Sometimes to get through a bad movie, that's how I saw Gemini Man. 4 sittings.
4 cities.
I'd pop in at 30 minutes and I'd leave.
That bad, huh?
It was just like, it was actually, I really enjoyed it. But I think it's because I saw it in 4 sittings.
It's like you're going to see a TV show.
Exactly. And it wasn't bad. It was like, because the thing is like, I had a really busy day that day. Because I saw it 4 sittings in one day. I remember this day.
That doesn't sound like you have a busy day. That sounds like you have a lot of time.
No,
to
it was
keep
like, it was
going
my
back.
day off. Okay? But it was like, I had a lot of things to do on my day off. All down in Fresno. So I couldn't go home. Does that make sense?
Okay, I got you.
So it was like, I had to meet with him at swim. To swim, which we do at like 9 o'clock. Okay, so
So
then
you
swim.
keep on driving back to River Park.
No, I would go to different Regals around the city. Whatever was convenient.
It's so stupid. I can't even wrap my head.
Well, let me tell you the story. So I met with you to swim. Okay, after we were done swimming, I went to the gym
Yeah.
and I did like some of my workout. Okay, then I was done, and then I was running that night with somebody else. I was running like not that night, like 2. So I went and I started the movie because at that time I got out of the gym. It was like 11:40, and the next movie started at like 12:30. So I stopped it. I started watching it, and then I had to go meet the guy to run. So I left, met him to run.
Guy.
Yeah, I was running with a dude.
He's got a running guy.
I got a running guy. Okay.
It's kind of like a date, if you ask me.
Sure, everything's a date. I can't work out with anybody. I can't say move. Everything's a date. Okay. I met with a running guy. And then, after I ran, I had some more downtime, and then I was meeting a girl for dinner. So I went back, and I started the movie. I went back 40 minutes late to walk back into Gemini Man. And then I watched another 30 minutes, and then it was time to meet the girl for the date. Then I went and I had the date, and then I said, now I'm going to finish the movie.
Why didn't you
After
take
the
her
date.
to the last 30 minutes?
She didn't. Well, it's a lot harder of us to say. I'm not buying a ticket for the last 30 minutes of the movie. But after the movie, after the date, I said I'm gonna go finish Gemini Man, and then I finished it, and then I went home.
Instead of going and hanging out with her?
She didn't want to. It was not a good date. I didn't say the date went well. That's not a bad
date,
system.
And you watch a bad movie afterwards?
I love the movie.
I really don't think that's a bad system.
It's not. Thank you. That's a good
I
system.
never thought about watching
It's preposterous.
a movie in like
Segments. Yeah.
This sounds way better.
Nobody's ever done that before.
Let me tell you this, dude. If I saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood like that, I would have liked it a lot more.
I haven't even seen the movie.
It's 2 hours of boredom versus the last 15 minutes of super exciting.
Nice.
So it's like if I could have watched the first 45 minutes and then I left, and then I could have came back, watched the second 45 minutes, left. That last 45 minutes, my mind would have been blown. I would have been like, whoa! It would have.
Why did everybody
Way
say it
better.
was so good then?
Because it's Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, he could literally have a video of him taking a dump on the toilet, and people would rave about how clever and insightful it was.
Well, because he'd probably do it good.
Probably not, because the last 3 movies he made have been incredibly boring. Hateful Eight. Oh my, I can't even.
That was
You
good.
don't like that movie?
No, I hate
It's
it.
good to see
I
once.
think it's pretty good.
No, it's too long.
It's a good story.
No.
Yeah.
I've seen it once with you guys. I don't know if he was
In the
there.
theater,
I know you were there.
yeah.
We saw it in Oakhurst.
Yeah.
Okay. The fourth, close the damn door. It's cold outside. I was
Okay,
out.
but-
There's too many of those. It's too
There's
long. It's like
there
4
is-
hours long. And there's
is
4
long.
of those scenes.
Netflix literally broke it up into episodes.
Yeah.
Because they know you don't want to sit there.
Because it's 4 hours long. Seriously, there does not need to be that many scenes about how cold it is outside. No. It was so boring. And then it's the same thing. The last hour is pretty good. But the first 3 are sucky.
I don't think it was 4 hours.
I think it's 3 hours and
close to
45
3
minutes.
hours.
Yeah, it's over 3. I know that.
I remember liking it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate, good film.
I appreciate good film. Lighthouse was all right. The Parasite was good.
That was a good movie.
I like Parasite. You should see Parasite. It's all in Korean, though, so you have to read.
Oh, great.
Connor said the same thing, but we took him to see it, and he loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah. He threw a fit about it.
We gotta start watching more Asian stuff.
Well, you can watch anime. It's got a whole app dedicated to it. Crunchyroll?
Not
Yeah.
like that.
Okay.
Not
doesn't
like
matter.
that. What do you
Okay.
guys think about Mandalorian real quick? You see that?
I haven't seen it. I heard it was good. I'm going to swoop back around to TV shows, because I had this thought on the way over here. You strike me as the guy who likes the Game of Thrones ending.
No.
No, you hate it?
No, I was
how
so
do
disappointed.
How do you feel about Arya killing the Night King?
I couldn't stand it, dude.
Okay, thank you.
And it didn't make any sense.
Okay, we can be friends again. Because I legit, on the way over here, I was getting mad. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, I know Tyler liked the Game of
No,
Thrones.
dude.
Because
no. I almost didn't even watch the last season after halfway through it.
it actually has ruined the rest of the show for me. I
I'll
tried to
never
rewatch
watch-
season
no,
1,
you
and I
can't.
was like, who cares?
I literally...
I was like, who cares?
When the finale happened, they ruined the whole show. It's...
What? Let me ask you this. He doesn't really care about Game of Thrones. I don't even know if he saw the last season. I think he saw the drama online, and he goes from there. What's the point of Jon being a Targaryen? It makes him a worse character. He's a much better, compelling character if he's like, yeah, he literally had nothing going for him, and he's almost king. Now they're like, yeah, he's got nothing going for him, he's almost king. Oh, guess what? He should be king.
Yeah.
There's no point to it. It's a better story if he's not a Targaryen.
I think they just did that to drive that wedge in between.
I guess.
What's her
The
name?
wedge could
Daenerys.
just be that, oh, she's going crazy.
Yeah, that would have been enough.
That would have been enough wedge. There doesn't have to be like,
Then Bran the
my
Broken dude.
sister lover's going crazy.
Bran the Broken killed me.
The whole ending was so bad.
Oh my god. Look, alright. Answer me this. Why did they send Jon Snow to the wall when the Unsullied
They just
left?
left.
And they were the only people that were mad at Jon Snow. So if the Unsullied leave,
Yeah, I agree.
who cares?
And this
about
is
where
when
he
I
goes?
first saw that, I was seeing it with my brother, and I looked at him and I said, "This is ridiculous." I said, I felt so bad for Jon. I was like, "This guy's entire life has sucked. He was hated as a kid. He was sent to the wall. He had to kill. He saw his first lover get killed. He had to kill his second lover, and then he gets sent back to the wall
for no reason.
But then I was like, he looked kind of happy at the end. See, I always joked. I was like, because my brother was like, "What do you want Jon to do? Be king?" And I was like, "No, I want him to just live a chill life and start a farm.
Just relax.
I want him to be able to have a nice life. That'd be good for him." But he kind of had that. He just went north, and he's gonna hang out with Ghost. Although his goodbye with Ghost in the beginning was also stupid.
It was stupid.
Yeah, like you ever say goodbye to your dog? Bye. Didn't even touch him.
Man.
I can't follow this.
Yeah,
It's getting too dorky.
yeah. He has this also thing. Another one of Regan's rules: no dork shit. He says
It's
What does
just
that mean?
things that he doesn't like are just dork
dorky,
shit.
yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
I didn't want this podcast to be dorky.
This
It's not
podcast is
dorky.
free flowing. This is the best conversation we've ever had on this podcast.
But I can't follow it.
Well, because you don't watch
You gotta
pop
keep
culture.
up.
It's not inclusive.
Most of the people listening, the 3 listeners, have probably seen Game of Thrones.
They probably
They
have.
probably have.
But with our luck, they're going
This
to
is
all
for them.
love the ending, and we're going to have lost all 3 of our listeners because they all love the ending of Game
Nobody's
of Thrones. There's
like that ending.
revolutionary.
And did you see Sansa there? The worst, by the way. I hate her.
I don't mind her.
She was just like, it's really disrespectful for all the fans to do that whole
The petition?
the petition, and she was
Yeah.
like, because everyone worked so hard on this.
I
It's
signed the
just like-
petition.
It's like you
I
worked
know.
hard on it, but you ruined it.
Signing the
so-
petition wasn't going to get me anywhere.
but you might
but I
as well
still signed
jump
it.
in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's kind of our first segment, Regan's Rules. Do you have another rule you want to add?
I don't know. The rules really just come up as I hear things that I disagree with. It's
Yeah,
not
but
something I
you
can-
disagree with a lot of stuff.
Well, maybe later on you'll say something I disagree with.
Okay. I think one of his rules, too, is you can't squat more than once a week or something like that.
That should be a rule.
It's not.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know.
I squat 4 times a week.
Are you serious?
100%.
Why?
Multiple times a day.
Why?
I squat 4 days a week, but sometimes I squat twice in one day.
That doesn't
What do
make
you
any
want your
sense.
legs to be? So
Tree
strong?
trunks, ideally.
But mine are bigger.
There's not a part of you that's bigger than me.
Okay.
First of all, Regan, okay, let me ask you another question. Me and Regan have this debate all the time. He is so into this. He's not into it, but he has this idea that he wants to like look really good and be into bodybuilding. Doesn't interest me.
Okay.
Aesthetics.
And I always make the argument. I just want to perform really well. I would rather look like a guy who you wouldn't expect to do anything, and then squat 600 pounds. Than
It just depends
look
on
good.
what you like. I mean, I don't like
function.
lifting heavy, so.
I would rather be super functional than look good.
Where does that get you though?
I mean, being functional isn't necessarily squatting 600 pounds, though.
That's
not
an
something-
extreme, but it doesn't. There's no downside to
See,
being
because
stronger.
normal people don't care how strong you are.
Exactly. If you go,
You realize
outside
that we're
the gym-
going into the Coast Guard. It's being strong is going to help.
We're already gonna be stronger than all those dudes.
But
That's not true.
Regan, there's a scientific fact that the stronger you are, it makes you a better athlete. You're not going to lose anything from being stronger.
Yeah.
You don't get dumber the stronger you get. Okay, it's not like it's a video game. It's not all the stats are in strength. Being stronger is just going to make you better at whatever you're choosing to do.
I want to be like taut and lean.
There are people, Regan, who are, no joke, 150 pounds. They're like 5'4", and they squat like 675. So you being 6 foot, 155 pounds, squatting 225, you're not gonna. You can get a lot stronger. You don't have to bulk up. I'm not asking you to turn to Hulk Hogan.
I'm already strong enough.
It doesn't
really.
matter. Well, you're not. But
Now we're just arguing.
I like to work on just being functional. Like running 3 miles straight,
sure, it's
it's
functional.
not necessary, but it's also like, you know,
I think that's more necessary than squatting.
I
800
I
pounds.
think it's better than having
Squatting 800, sure. I mean, that's not my goal. But
You talk about it every day.
dude, if I ever squat 800 pounds, you guys will never see me again.
You go
Why?
pro.
I'll be going pro, yeah. I'll have Instagram followers. I'll be squatting 800 pounds, dude. What do I need you for?
You'll always need me.
Okay, tell me this. He told me if I ever squat 600 pounds, he's just going to assume I've taken steroids.
No, that's
A little bit more than that. I changed my opinion.
You've changed your opinion. Okay.
Yeah.
not unreasonable. 600 pounds.
Okay, as long as we're all in that.
Yeah, I mean, when you start getting up into like the 800-900, that's when I'm like, all right,
Then you're enhanced.
that's
Okay.
pretty disgusting.
So this is the next segment of the podcast, Tyler. We call this Noah's Thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts when I drive around.
Okay.
I don't remember what most of these are, so we just have a tape recorder, and I just record them as I drive, and then we're going to discuss them here.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
So this is the first one.
I think I could get away with murder, like being a psychopath.
That's it. I think I could get away with murder.
Think you get away with murder?
I'm 100%
He
positive
thinks
that I
he could just kill someone and nobody would know?
Yeah.
I disagree.
I
like,
disagree.
I think
I'm
it's hard
I'm not talking about
to
like
kill someone these
premeditated,
days.
like if I killed Regan, I feel like it would get, come back to me.
Easy to find,
Because it'd be
right?
like, oh, who does, they'd call his parents, and associates with Regan, they'd be like, well, oh, Noah's the only one that ever talks to him.
Right.
I feel
So-
like it's hard to kill someone these days.
It
No,
is.
I feel like it's not.
Yeah.
You say that, but then you find it where it's like police find a body that's buried out in the middle of the desert. You know what I mean? Like you'll see stories like that where I'm just like, I don't even know how
They'd
found
never
it.
find the body.
How so?
I'd burn it
You burn
in
it.
my fireplace.
Then there's some camera that shows you burning something.
In my own house?
You're gonna burn it in your fireplace?
I just said I'm going to burn it in my
I
fireplace.
don't know. I think it's ridiculously hard to get away with murder.
I don't think it
nowadays.
is, man.
I think
I'm
in, like,
talking
the
about
80s,
saying-
the 70s, dude.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about...
You can't serial kill anyone.
Okay, I'm just talking about this, okay? I'm driving home. I see a hitchhiker on the side of the road. I say, hey, you want to ride? And he says, sure. He gets in my car. I stab him in the neck. I drive straight home, burn it on my fireplace.
Okay, what do you do with the car?
Why do I don't have to get rid of my
You
car.
can't
Nobody knows I
keep
killed
it. There's
him.
blood all over the
I
place.
didn't. It's clean.
You stabbed him in the
I
neck.
just cleaned it.
There's blood.
You know, I can clean my car,
everywhere.
Tyler?
You can't
Blood
clean
stains.
all that blood out of fabric seats.
Maybe I just smacked him in the head.
What
Maybe I
happens-
suffocated him. I choked him out. It doesn't matter. I don't have to get blood on the car.
What if someone sees him in the passenger seat,
Yeah.
just all
Oh,
dead
he
and
could
shit?
be
He's
asleep.
asleep. Yeah, every time you see somebody asleep in a car, you assume they're dead.
What if you get pulled over?
I can talk my way out of it realistically. I don't think they're going to assume he's asleep.
Be like, why isn't he breathing?
I don't think they're checking him that thoroughly.
Well, you can see if someone's breathing.
Why is his face?
I've
broken?
never
Yeah.
noticed if somebody's breathing or not.
Are you serious?
I don't look at them when they're. I just assume they're asleep.
I mean, I feel like an officer would look at them and.
Yeah.
Honestly, my car is such a mess that they just.
What if your parents see you?
Well, I assume they wouldn't rat me out.
You think they wouldn't rent you
You
out?
think you're on? Really?
You think your parents would rat you out?
Yeah.
Your parents don't love you very much.
No, they. If I'm killing somebody.
We might have had it
They
coming.
would-
That changes the
Absolutely.
whole relationship.
You had it coming.
No.
You had it coming.
You can't kill somebody and then just tell the cops, yeah, he had it coming.
Well, the cops are my parents. I'm not telling the cops he had it coming. I'm telling my parents he had it
but
coming.
they would still be like, okay, well, you're a murderer. That's
No, you don't know my parents.
it. You're right. Your parents are insane. So
Yeah, first of all, this is all I would come down. Yeah, he's a hitchhiker. I pulled over. I tried to give him a ride. He tried to attack me. I killed him. And they'd be like, okay. I said, we got to burn the body, though. Okay.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's the first thing someone who murdered someone would say. Oh, he started it. Nah.
I just think it's harder to get away with it than you think.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
see how.
yeah.
I don't see what could go wrong with the layout that I just said. But we'll move on from that. I got 17 thoughts
17
over the last week, so
You gotta listen to all his thoughts.
we don't have to listen to all. I'm gonna go in order too.
If I told you that I needed $10,000 by the end of the week, or that I was going to be killed, what would you do?
Okay. I'm gonna throw this one to you, Tyler. Not now because I haven't seen you in 2 years. But when we were in high school, we were good friends. We worked out together every day. I come to you and I say, Tyler, I need $10,000 by the end of the week, or the mob's gonna kill me, and then they're gonna kill you as my only known associate. So it's coming to you too.
Okay, go take a loan out.
I can't. I have bad
Why not?
credit.
Okay, where are your parents at?
Man, I got no money from me. They're dead. The mob got them first.
So this is a
See,
very...
anytime you try and answer this question, I played this game with him, he just changes it.
But this is the game.
It's like,
No.
hypothetical.
We're gonna have to commit a crime, or we're gonna have to go on the run.
So you want to go rob somebody?
That's what.
That's basically what. the
What
question
what
is.
crime are we gonna commit to get to 10 grand?
You gotta rob somebody.
So who are we robbing? How are we doing it?
I don't know. Whoever has 10 grand worth of stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I'm asking you, Tyler. That's not the only. His immediate solution was to run to the jungle.
go on the lam, they call it. Not on the run.
Not on the lamb, specifically to the jungle.
To the jungle.
He's been talking about this jungle trip he has for like 3 months. He wants to go to the jungle.
It's the rainforest.
Okay.
You
Sorry.
think you could survive in a rainforest region?
He thinks he can.
I don't think he can.
No, there's no way.
No.
He'd be bored.
Not only that, like, it's like impossible to survive in a rainforest if you don't grow
Think
up.
about this. He had the day off yesterday, I'm assuming, because he drank that entire bottle of whiskey.
I would imagine.
How would he do that in the rainforest? He'd have nothing to drink. He can't even spend a day in his apartment alone. You'd be in the rainforest alone?
Yeah, just in the rainforest with my thoughts.
You'd kill yourself.
Bring
Yeah,
the guitar,
you
maybe.
would.
Yeah, you would do the mob's job for them. You just off yourself, dude.
This
For
is
what
my
I've heard,
fantasy. I
it's
go into
just
the
like-
jungle, I find an uncontacted tribe, and I
They're
assimilate
gonna
with
kill
them.
you. They would kill you.
No,
don't know
it's his fantasy. See, I have a fantasy of getting rid of my smartphone. I want to go back, dude. I just want a flip phone.
That one's
Yeah.
so easy. You can just go get one
No,
right now.
because you say it's easy, but it's like it's a tough. I'm addicted.
Then you don't really want it.
I'm addicted,
It is addicting.
but I don't want it. I don't want Instagram. I don't want Snapchat.
To be fair, I got rid of all that stuff.
See, now I need it for the podcast. You didn't get rid because you said I didn't post on Twitter, so you knew I didn't post about this
Okay,
podcast.
I mean,
you have Twitter.
Twitter's the only thing I have.
I don't want any of it.
I don't go. I have a Facebook. I don't go on Facebook. I have
Well,
no-
nothing's on Facebook.
Right.
I could go without Facebook.
I have no Instagram.
I just
have no
want to,
Snapchat.
and I'm not saying to get rid of it out of my life. I just don't want it to be in my life when I'm not at home. Like if I'm at home, not doing anything, sure, I'll go on my laptop and go on Twitter.
Right.
But when I'm out in public and
when
I'm
you're
with friends,
still- yeah.
a flip phone's all. I just want to be able to call the cops, or like if we're hanging out and like, you can't find me, you can call me and I'll
Right.
take my flip phone. That's all
Just
I
get
want.
2 phones.
I'm
That's
no
the
joke.
base.
I keep thinking I almost got a flip phone, except the only flip phones they sell at Verizon suck, and they don't have like. I want one with the keyboard so I can text conveniently.
You could buy one online.
That might be what I do, and I don't want to get a new phone number.
That's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, because then I got a lot of people with my number, and then like it's
You
gonna
just
suck.
Yeah, I've had
plug
a
them all
phone
into the
number.
phone. Real quick and easy, like.
Okay, real quick and easy, like. Okay,
And that
that's
will give you a good chance to get rid of all the numbers
that I don't
you
like.
want to talk to.
Yeah, well, that's everybody. That's why I don't want anyone to. I don't want anyone to have my number.
At this point, I only have like 20 contacts in my phone because
That's it.
yeah, I don't like saving phone numbers. So.
This is the next thought.
Who are poop pranks for?
Who are poop pranks for? I've never understood this. I feel like Regan has poop
Say-
pranked people.
Pranks.
So like if you go to like a public store. So
Yeah.
like when I used to work at Goldmine, people would come in there and they'd poop in the urinal. And
That's not a prank.
I never understood.
That's not a prank.
I never understood who it was for because.
It's for them.
Yeah, well, it's embarrassing. They don't see me clean it, so you're not getting the satisfaction
of like
No, they know you cleaned it.
They know I cleaned it, but they didn't get to see. Like, we're gonna be different. Like, if I came in here and I shit on your couch, it would be funny because I know you. That's funny.
The only poop prank that actually worked was when we were at Connor's house and we got there before him and his dog shit on the floor.
Yeah.
And we convinced him it was Regan.
Yeah.
that
was funny.
was amazing.
But the dog already had pooped on the floor.
Right.
We didn't actually poop on the floor.
Right.
Okay? But I'm saying, like, I could kind of see, like, if I came in here and pooped on your carpet, because I know that you clean, and I know I'm going to have to hear about it. It's like, I know I'm going to hear you complain to me about pooping on your
For
floor.
some people, it's like.
But it's just
wouldn't it be
sadistic.
hilarious if this minimum wage
Worker had to clean poop
cleaned
out
up
my
my
urinal.
shit.
Yeah.
But it's more embarrassing to put your butt on a urinal and poop.
That is disgusting.
You don't put your butt on it.
Yeah, you
bum
think
it.
they're
speaking
shooting
from
it out? Yeah,
experience?
what are you?
I'm
How they
just
getting it in
assuming
there?
You just hover over it and shit into it.
I don't think they have that much dexterity. I think they're putting their butt on it. I think they're sitting down.
That's disgusting.
That's how I think they're doing it, and I don't understand who it's for. And I
You
never
don't get
have.
it, but that's okay.
I don't get it. That was the whole point of my.
Some people you either get it or you don't get it.
Yeah, I
That's
knew
how
you
food
would get
pranks
it.
work.
I knew you
I
would
get
get it.
I wouldn't do it because I've changed.
Next thought.
New podcasts can't post on the podcasting subreddit.
Oh.
It's not a thought.
No, it was more of a complaint. So I put our podcast on the podcasting subreddit, which is where you would think a podcast belongs, right?
Right.
Can't do it.
Why not?
You have to have been on there for a certain amount of days, and
Like
have a
on-
certain amount of karma.
On the sub?
Yes.
Reddit? Okay.
And I find it ridiculous.
You're just trying to promote, huh?
I'm trying to. I made a new podcast. I have no other reason to go on the podcasting subreddit, if I'm being
Right.
honest. Everyone on there has a new podcast, and I couldn't post it. Also, when I finally did post it, okay, you can't post it like that. You have to post it in this thread of 100 people others failed podcasts, so nobody's going to see your podcast.
They got rules to it, man.
But they shouldn't. It should be a free-for-all. You post it. There shouldn't be a big, long subreddit, because guess what? Nobody's going to go through and click the MildMeatball. I would never click that. What's that even about? It's a bad name. Why did we choose
also,
this name?
I wanted to mention that name is subject to change. It's not new.
Yeah, I actually thought of some new ones. I like the Pod's Rod.
Eh.
So like wait, hear me out. I want to be the swinging dick of podcasting. So like we are the dick of podcast.
The what?
The meatball, like we're the dick of podcast. Not the physical dick, but like if the podcast had a penis, that'd be this.
Explain what that means.
That seems pretty
You
gay
have to
to me.
explain that.
Listen, I'm not gonna get into.
Homoerotic.
I'm not gonna get into it. We're the mild meatballs. We're sticking with that. I've already made us an email with it, and I'm not doing that again.
If I think of something better, I'll let you know.
You didn't listen. You know what the two? I gave them a week to think of names. Came up with two: the Sadcast and the Square Table Podcast.
No.
He literally looked at the table and said it. He thought of that one on the spot. He didn't even bother to think of it before I showed
I
up here.
also said the Blast Cast.
You said that off mic 3 days after we recorded.
What do you think?
Okay, the Blastcast.
No thought.
Cheating is somehow worse than physical violence.
That's another thought. I was at work, and we were talking about cheating, and then someone's like, oh, well, if I ever got cheated on, I'd kill him. And I said, how is that?
They might have been a figure of speech.
No. They were, like, serious. Like, obviously they weren't serious, 'cause I don't think they'd really kill him. But they were, like, serious. Like, that's how mad they would get. That murder would be okay. And I don't get that.
I don't agree with that.
That's horrible.
I don't think so.
I mean-
It's easy.
Cheating's bad, but like you
I'll
gotta,
give you this. I went as far as to say in that conversation, I don't think cheating is always wrong. I think there are people who could validate their cheating to me, and I'd say, you're right.
Where are you going with that? What do you mean?
So I gave two examples. I'll give you. Do you want my extreme example that I took it to, or like the more common one?
More common.
Okay, I was like, if let's say I'm just going to use this podcast as an example. Let's say me and Regan are married, which is what it feels
I'm
like.
amazed
sometimes.
it hasn't already happened yet.
You know, I proposed to him. He said no.
There's benefits.
Well,
so.
for the military, right? I told him, I said, we should get married before we join. That way we get base together. We get extra money.
I'm not gonna
Okay.
be gay for $200 a month.
Way more than 200, dude. It's like $600 a month. And you act like you actually have to have sex with me. They don't need to know that.
What about our wedding?
What about our
It's gonna be
wedding?
humiliating.
No, we can just get married in Vegas.
Yeah,
For
you don't
nobody
even
would
you don't have to
know.
have a wedding.
Exactly.
You just get the paperwork.
Yeah,
My reputation would be tarnished.
you have no reputation.
I would have one after that.
People would respect you.
All right. We're
Regardless,
getting off track.
okay,
Yeah,
we're
getting off track. What?
So then I said, so let's say me and Regan are married. Okay.
All right.
Soon enough, we could probably be civilly married. We've lived together long enough, or people assume we've lived together. Regardless, okay, we're married, and I say, well, let's say this podcast we're married. You're our kid. Okay.
Okay.
We're only together for you. We don't love each other. We stopped loving each other a long time ago. He doesn't put
Get a
out anymore.
divorce.
No, because we don't want you to know that we don't love each other. Even though you probably do know. We don't want you to know. So I sneak off on the side and I get a little. He doesn't love me. Why is that so bad?
No, that's bad. Get a divorce.
Why?
I don't love
Why
you.
is
Yeah.
that bad? I don't understand why
Bad.
that's bad.
That's just the
Because you're
society,
just wasting the other person's time.
He knows I don't love him. I know he doesn't love me.
Okay,
We're waiting
then
for
don't
you to
waste-
grow up and
don't
leave.
waste each other's
Well,
time.
when you leave, we're going to get the divorce.
So how long is that going to be?
Is it an
11
agreement?
years.
11 years
Yeah.
of cheating.
Well, maybe not. I'm not going to cheat 11 years straight, but maybe just a little bit on the side.
Do both
Nah,
people agree
dude.
with it?
I'm not like lying to her about it. She's like, or you, whatever the circumstance. I'm not lying to you about it. If you said, hey, where were you? I'd say I was on a date.
That's just wasting each other's time. What are you talking
Well,
about?
we're only in this for you.
No.
I don't
Who
think it's
cares?
that. I don't think it's that bad.
My parents got a divorce when I was like 6 years old.
Yeah, and it messed you up.
Not really. Oh, thanks.
Why do you think we invited you here? We wanted to get to the deep mental issues that you have over your parents' divorce.
Okay.
Anyways.
that's a concern.
Anyways, my other circumstances. Again, me and him are married. I say, Regan, let's go see the Lego movie. I heard it's great. I don't want to see the Lego movie. Come on, dude. We haven't seen a movie in a long time. Let's go see the Lego movie. He turns around, slaps me. I'm not seeing the Lego movie, you bitch! So I go and I see the Lego movie by myself. And I sit down next to you. You're a hot little girl, and I say, you're a hot girl my age, and we hit it off, okay? And I end up banging you. Am I that wrong? He hit me. He beat me. He wouldn't see the Lego movie. He wouldn't come out with me in
Get
public.
a divorce.
We're not. No. It was
No.
it was a mistake. I didn't feel good about it, but it happened. Am I so much in the wrong?
Yes.
Even though he's hitting me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why am I in the wrong?
Because it's just cheating. What do you mean?
Yeah.
You-
There's
I-
two wrongs.
I,
there.
I disagree with that. He won't see a movie with me. He's hitting me. Why is it so
dude.
bad if I go off on the side?
You can't be. I don't agree. I mean,
I
it's,
disagree. I disagree.
You know our point of view. Stop trying to argue.
Okay, we're moving on to recording number 6.
The saddest moment of my life is when I sat in a bathtub
Oh, yep.
arguing with a dude on Reddit over Daredevil Season 3.
I don't know if that one needs that much explanation. That hit me the other day.
No.
I was driving, and I was like, that was such a sad moment in my life.
Yeah, you do a lot of sad stuff.
No, that was the saddest one. That was the
that
one.
you reflected on it immediately after.
I was just thinking about. I was thinking about how sad my life is. Like, because I was thinking about like at this moment of like,
Adult man taking a bath, that's pretty sad.
yeah,
That's already
yeah.
bad. Yeah.
No, I was driving around just thinking about everything that I gave up to join the military and like how my life has sucked since I moved home and I got 2 more months to it. And then I said, but this isn't that bad because it was worse when I was sitting in a bathtub with a computer arguing with a dude on Reddit about
you
Daredevil
got your
season
wine
3.
next to you too.
Didn't have any
Jesus
wine.
Christ.
I was sober.
Dang, sober in a bathtub.
Sober in a bathtub, arguing with a dude on Reddit. I did have a plate of food next to me because
Good God.
I had
Those
cooked
cheese
dinner
platters that I'm picturing.
It was a
Your
steak.
wet hands.
It was a steak, and I was cooking.
Holding his
I had just got back from the.
He's on his computer.
I had just got back from the gym. I was like, dude, I'm gonna take an ice bath. I got in the tub, got on Reddit. I started arguing with some dude about how much Daredevil season 3 was great, but I hated the bad guy.
I hate the way you live your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm open with it and I'm not ashamed like you.
But no, that is a sad moment.
It was horrible. Yeah. And it's like, I was going to find the Reddit conversation and read it to you guys because it got, like, super nerdy and sad. Like, it was,
It's sad.
like, thinking about it now,
That's why I hate dork
it's
shit.
pretty sad. Like, it's definitely not, like, it's not the moment in my life because there's been other moments where I'm like, how did I get here? That wasn't that moment. In that moment, everything was, I was having a good day. I was actually, like, I was having fun that day. But I think about it now and I'm like, what happened? How did this end up?
That's a good day for you.
That was a good day. I was having fun that day.
Man.
See, but then there's like the other moment, like when I was on that date with the girl who catfished me and I called you from the bathroom. I legit.
Catfish you? For real?
We're not going to get into it because that story is
Damn.
not suitable for the podcast.
That seems like a fun experience. Some kind of,
I got catfished and then I freaked out because she catfished me.
Was it like a full, like, was it like a dude or was it just like...
She was a woman with cerebral palsy.
Oh.
All right, you're going to offend someone. Let's move on.
Anyway, so I called him to ask him what I should do from the bathroom because I was already on the date because I was like, I can't leave her here. That's mean. But also,
Well.
I'm not entitled to go on that date, right?
No.
If she didn't bring it. I met her on
Yeah.
the internet. I'm not entitled to that, right?
Was it not even her?
I don't know if the picture was her or not still to this day. She didn't look like the woman in the picture.
Okay,
She
so
might
it
have
probably
misled
wasn't her.
I don't know, and she could type well enough because she was all there mentally, but she couldn't talk very well, and she couldn't walk very well.
You sound like a bad guy.
I went on the date
Okay,
with her.
I mean, this is what you get, though, for trying to find women online.
You've
Come
never
on
used
now.
Tinder?
Nope.
You know, it's not going on a lot of dates.
No, I don't.
Well, that's why.
Again, I'm busy from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, we're moving
There's
on.
not
That's
a lot
when
of
you
time
finish
there.
the date, you try and have a nice human experience.
The saddest
Nope,
moment
I already
of
played
my
that one.
life
Oh.
is when I sat
Sorry about that.
podcast rap first take.
Oh, no. That's a rap. I was rapping in my car. That was gonna... Your theme...
You're not gonna play that?
No, because it doesn't work with this. That's for a guest we're having on. I have some more guests planned, and I'm writing a rap for them. I don't want to spoil that one.
We got the rap to look forward to, I guess.
Got stood up for the first time ever.
Oh yeah, I got stood up for
Talk about that.
I got stood up for the first time ever yesterday.
How did that go?
How'd it feel?
Like, would you just wait? Like,
I didn't wait long.
okay,
Okay, because I got there
that's fair.
and then I texted her, and I said, "Hey, I'm here," and I got there like 15 minutes early, and she
Alright.
didn't text me back. But I was like, okay, maybe she's trying to wait, and then I waited about 15 minutes after the agreed upon meet time.
Well, if you didn't get a response, then I would automatically be like,
Well, I was already there, so I assumed she was
that's what I
driving.
mean. Like, well, yeah, I guess that.
So I was like, she's probably driving here, and then I waited 15 minutes after the agreed upon wait time, and then I said, I'm not waiting any longer, and then I left.
Did you go in?
Well, because we went to Batter Up. We were going to go to Batter Up.
Okay,
So I
got
went
it.
in to, like, put our name down, because it's always a long wait.
Right.
Put my name down. And then I just left. I didn't even tell them I'm leaving. I was like, I'm just going to go. It
And
was
she never sent you anything.
never
so-
sent me a message after that. And I don't get it, because I didn't meet her on there. I met this girl in person. Not only did I meet her in person, she gave me her number.
Wow.
It's not like I gave her my number, and
Right.
she gave it to
You
me.
didn't ask for it.
She
either.
wrote it on a napkin. She said, "Hey, you were really cool. If blah blah blah. If you're free." And then I texted her. I don't got a lot of time here, man. I leave in a month. So I texted her the day after, and I was like, "Hey, you want to get some breakfast?" I don't got time to wait around. I texted her the next day. I was like, "Do you want to get some breakfast?" And she
Has
was
she
like,
contacted you since?
"No, this happened yesterday." And I texted her. I was like, "You want to get breakfast?" She's like, "Yeah, that sounds fun." And I said, "Okay, I'll see you tomorrow at 9." I didn't want
9 o'clock, man?
was breakfast, dude. I worked
Yeah,
at 10.
breakfast.
Obviously, I'm not gonna meet her at. Yeah, I worked.
She might have been asleep.
No, she told me she was fine with 9. Regardless.
If she didn't respond, she didn't
Yeah.
respond. Like,
Yeah, and then I
okay.
said, and then she said, "Yeah, that sounds fun." And then I said, "Okay, see you tomorrow at 9," because I don't want to text people that I'm gonna go on a date with, because you run out of things to
Right.
talk about.
Right.
Especially like first day, I can't
If
be
you
like,
text too much, then yeah.
yeah, because it's like, where are you from?
Right.
And it's like, well, I know everything. What am I supposed to ask you? That's kind of how you figure out who people are. You know,
Right.
is you gotta ask them. So I just said, "Okay, see you tomorrow at 9."
All I'm saying is everything changes at 7 a.m. She
What
might
does
have
that
changed her mind, you know?
Is that a Regan rule?
Well, then text me, man. Yeah, is that a
I
Regan
wake
rule?
up
Everything
every-
changes at 7
everything
a.m.
changes
I wake
at
up every
7.
day with a new perspective.
That
Okay.
can't be true.
It's not. He's on the same perspective since I've met him.
Which is
Actually,
what?
no, that's not true. He's changed a lot recently.
Recent.
Well, I
this
don't,
year?
because I was gone for about 2 years,
Right.
and I didn't really talk to him then. I mean, I texted him, but it's not like I didn't call him, because when I was away in Idaho for college.
Were you gonna shit on me?
No, I'm gonna tell him who is this guy from high school?
Tell him all the great things about
No,
me.
no,
From
no.
high
From high
school?
school, who is this kind of guy?
Uh,
Like, describe Regan to me. If you were gonna describe him to like get him on a game show.
I'd be like, this is just, I mean,
A dude who doesn't care.
Yeah, a
Like,
very
he's got
immature
no
man who
shame.
doesn't-
He'll do anything.
Yeah,
He's
there you
always
go.
up. No, not. We were in Target the other day, dude. Walking. We were gonna buy some candy. We were gonna buy some purposely bad candy for the podcast because we thought it'd be funny to have like a big bowl of candy corn.
Hey, now you're spoiling our secret.
Well, we're not gonna do it anymore because we already messed it up.
Yeah.
We were gonna buy this big bowl of candy corn because we thought it'd be funny to have like a big bowl of candy that nobody's gonna eat
Right.
because it sucks. We didn't have candy corn. I was like, oh, if only they had circus peanuts. Those are the worst. And he goes, shh, you're going to offend somebody who likes circus peanuts. In the middle of Target.
I try not to be, offensive.
But you
That's
said to
not
win.
offensive.
Yeah, that's not even
Yes.
offensive, and who cares?
You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I would love to.
What?
I would love to get into it in the middle of a store
Over circus
over
peanuts.
circus peanuts. I would love that.
Yeah, it's-
that would be hilarious. If somebody went off on
Podcasting
me
material.
for talking about how
What if
bad
somebody's
circus
like-
peanuts are.
Hey, I invented those. Some old man.
I'd say, oh, well, they suck.
No,
This
that
is the
couldn't
new
be
rule
right.
I've lived by for the last since I've cut home from Idaho because I no longer care. I don't care. That's my rule. Like,
Yeah.
I'm putting myself out there in terms of everything. Like, come at me, world.
Yeah.
What are you guys gonna do to me? I got nothing. You gonna take my podcast from me?
Yeah.
That's all I got. So
I mean, once you start working full time, it's over.
I work full time.
Yeah, you don't?
I do.
Yeah, I do too. do
I
about
worked
40
full time in
hours a week.
college. That's actually what made me join them. I was like, I can't work full time and go to
And,
school.
right, it is
I would
hard.
rather just work full time for the military, get out, get my school paid for because I don't want any loans. So I was
Right.
going to work full time, pay for my college. But then I was like, I'll just go to the military for 4 years, work full time, save everything, get out, go to a school I want to go to, not in Idaho, get it paid for, and I'll graduate.
Right.
And while I'm in, I can do like 2 credits a semester.
That's
and
it.
I'll,
I only do like 6 credits a semester, maybe. I do 2
yeah,
classes.
and that was
I'll
why
work
I
full
thought
time.
the military was so
You're gonna
because
be there forever.
I'll be in
I
there.
don't care. I mean, I'm working.
Well, listen
you know,
to me.
I like this job.
I'll
so.
be in college forever, but it doesn't matter because I'm stuck in the military for 4 years.
And think about it though. There's people in college that are like
30.
50 years old. Like,
My oldest roommate in college
my
was
worst nightmare.
29.
yeah. So I'm
And
really not.
And you
in
know
a
what?
rush.
I didn't
Like,
think he was that big of a loser either.
Right.
And when I worked at Applebee's out there, a lot of the servers are 28, 27.
Yeah, still
That's
in
why
college.
when I was like, if I join the military right now, I get out when I'm 24, I'm still not old for college.
It is ridiculous.
And I have and I can say, I was in the military, guys. I'm not a loser.
Right.
I served. And my college is paid for. I can do whatever I want.
I just think it's a ridiculous thing to want to graduate at the age of like 21 or 22.
I mean,
But then you
it's-
do whatever.
no, because there are people that I know who they've told me, oh, I graduate, and I'm like, you make me feel like such a loser.
Really?
Yes.
I don't.
When-
I'm like, okay, do you have the job that you wanted? You know what I mean?
Well, okay.
Like, what are the odds of you getting the job that you? Go to
That's
school
also
for?
my thing right now is I have a lot of passions in life, and I don't know what I want to do yet. So I was like,
Right.
why go to school right now? Because I was going to school for film. Again, I really like film classes.
Right.
Maybe it was not the right school. They wouldn't let me make anything I wanted to make.
Well, it's a Mormon school.
Yeah, it's a Mormon school,
How
but
many Mormon
A lot of
filmmakers
limits
are there?
go on.
what? Sorry,
What's
I didn't. You guys both asked 2 questions.
No, I just said there's a lot of limits there. You know what I mean? Like you can't.
I didn't think it would matter, and it doesn't matter as much, except like you kind of learn that film doesn't. You don't need to go to school for, because they just make you make videos, which I could do for free. Not there.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So
you're
that, and then my other big passion in life is obviously physical fitness, and then I keep thinking, I don't know if you know this. I tried to start a gym in Idaho.
right. Did you?
Do you know
really?
about Flexburg?
No, I've never. Heard
You
of
bought a Daryl's mini storage.
I bought a mini storage, like a big ass storage unit, and I filled it with weights, and I started training people out of there. And it was named Flexburg, and it was my dream.
Flexburg.
Flexburg. Well, I lived in Rexburg, so the name of my gym was
Okay,
Flexburg.
I got you. All right.
It worked. Okay.
That's just like black market fitness, dude.
What's not black market fitness? People who came and got a
And
good
they
workout.
paid you?
They paid me like a little bit.
Okay.
Because it was just like a start. It was like a passion thing.
Right.
So I wasn't like trying to make money. I was just trying to do it because it was my passion.
Right.
I sold Flexburg to join the military. Again, I killed all my dreams for this pursuit. That's why I'm so miserable. But one day when I have real money, I'm going to open a real Flexburg. Maybe not a real one, but like I can buy real nice equipment. I had decent equipment. I can show you some pictures. It was good stuff, but it wasn't like good stuff.
Right.
Like, there's higher end stuff.
Why don't we
Flex
open
shit.
Flex No Flexifornia?
No Flexifornia?
Flex No Flexifornia.
Because we're going into the Coast Guard. So I'm not going to do anything right now that I can't do later. Like, I can do the podcast while I'm in the Coast Guard. I can't be bringing around a gym with me everywhere I
Flex
go.
Guard.
Well, I can't bring the weights. I can't bring the gym. It's too much to ship.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that's my other passion in life is like fitness. So I'm like, maybe I should have just went to school for like sports therapy.
Everybody does that.
I mean, a lot of people do that, but you know,
If it's your
good at
passion,
it-
though, yeah. I mean, all you gotta do is be better than the rest.
Yeah.
Um,
They don't make a ton of money though, but I mean, if you're happy with what you do, then it's
I don't.
kinda-
You know what? I used to want to make money when I was younger.
Right.
In high school, I was like, I want to make. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm
neither do I.
perfectly fine with what I made at Applebee's.
Uh-huh.
I just want to make enough money to do what I want,
Right.
and then I
not be
don't
stuck.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was, and I made enough there. I went on road trips when I worked at Applebee's. I could do anything I really wanted to. I could buy anything I wanted to.
Right.
Obviously, if I had $1 billion, this podcast would be a lot better. I'd have a studio. I wouldn't be recording in Regan's apartment. But I don't think you can make money by trying to make money. I think it comes from a passion. If that makes sense.
Or if you're lucky.
Well, yeah, if I win the lottery, obviously.
Well, I mean, no, like a lot of people just get lucky. Right place, right time.
Sure, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you are passionate about something and you're good at that thing, people will pay to see it. Or pay to whatever it may be.
How many sponsors we got for this podcast?
Just me. I
Are
sponsor
you a
it.
sponsor?
I produced
Could
it.
the host be a sponsor of his
Why
own
not,
podcast?
dude?
We got to get a sponsor.
We'll find one
business.
eventually. I mean, I work my ass off on this podcast. Tyler, you have no idea how much work I put into this.
Oh, yeah?
A lot. The last one I listened to with Mackenzie, 2.5 hours, I listened to it 3 times through, trying to make it work.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't salvage it. I was up to like 3 in the morning editing it. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
you had
it.
to suffer through that whole thing?
Okay, hey, you guys want to hear some embarrassing Outback stories?
Yeah.
Can
Where I
you?
work?
Sure. I mean, can you? Not Outback Steakhouse. It's a
No.
construction company.
Construction company.
Sure, I guess. I mean, you know. Yeah.
I got 2 that are really good with the drivers. It's amazing. So one happened last week. I think it was Wednesday. We have this driver named Barbara. She's up in Friant, at the Friant plant. And according to her, she went into the porta potty at like, they start at like 4 a.m. so it's dark, right?
Mm-hmm.
She went in at like 4 a.m. to take shit. And when she sat down, apparently she sat in somebody else's shit.
So they poop ranked her.
What?
They poop ranked her.
I mean,
So he pooped on the toilet.
I wanted to throw it into that segment, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you just throw it in.
But I am almost positive. So what from there,
I
she
mean,
straight
how many
up
people are using that porta potty?
just the drivers. So there's a limited amount, but we think it's her because the next day she called in sick.
She shit herself. Huh?
So I think she shit herself, right? Like 100%.
Probably.
She blew it up, sat in it,
Oh,
and
no.
then left.
Did she have to leave work? Like,
I don't
guys,
know.
I'll
I don't
ruin my
know,
pants.
but I'm just. That was the first one that happened last week. I want to say 2 months ago. Same yard, Friant, right? We have a new driver who gets in a new truck that's like only a year old. He goes use the bathroom. Dude doesn't set the brake in the truck.
Does he crash the truck?
Oh, that thing rolls.
Do you know my dad used to work at Outback?
Did he really?
Yeah, for like 10 years.
That I
He was
did
a
not know
mechanic.
that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So I'm just doing what your dad.
Yeah,
did.
you're just turning into my dad. Yeah.
But like, how do you, like, you're a professional driver and you let that thing just roll? Like,
did it crash?
You
into
say he's a
something?
professional driver, but I could go and take that test.
it's true. It's not hard.
And then I could go there,
I
right?
didn't even test, and I drive those trucks, so
Yeah.
it's not hard at all.
Yeah, you just don't take the test, and then you
But-
go. Sometimes you never have to take a dump, though, and you just forget. You get poop on your brain.
So wait.
Okay, but that dude.
He was in the
literally-
porta potty and his truck was rolling away.
There's camera footage. I wish I could get it. The security camera of him walking to the porta potty. The truck starts rolling, dude. That guy turns around like the Three Stooges. I swear to God, like he takes off running after it, and that thing like goes over the hill through the fence. It crosses that road right there.
Really?
Like to
Oh,
your
no.
parents' house.
Yeah.
It crosses that road,
I wish
hits
it
the
hit that
other
gate.
bank, and turned around, dude.
No way. Really?
The truck was all fucked up, dude.
Did he
It was
get fired?
incredible. Oh yeah, he got fired immediately.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's a pretty bad fuck up.
I would love for your parents' gate to be permanently crashed through.
Hey, you
Why?
paid to
Ever
fix
since
it.
I ran through it, I would love that. It just never got fixed, and people just kept going through it.
Who paid for it? Did you pay for it?
No, we didn't.
My
pay
insurance
for it.
paid for it.
That
Yeah.
gate probably cost like 40
It
grand.
was like 10 grand, I think. But
It's a
yeah,
nice gate.
my insurance
It's a
rates were
nice
through the
gate.
roof because of it.
Did it really?
Yes,
How much?
dude. I was like when I had the Ranchero.
Is it still up? Is your
Well, I
insurance
still have
up?
it. Yeah, I still have insurance. Of
No,
course, it's still
no,
up.
is your insurance still up? Like,
Of
is
course, dude. I'm not that old yet. It hasn't been that many years without an accident. It's like 5 years without an
Really?
accident. Yes.
Destroyed his car. Destroyed my personal property.
It,
It's
your
not your
personal
property.
it was the whole community's
Yeah.
property.
First of all, the only property that was destroyed was my own. Because we didn't claim the car, because it would have shot my rates up even further. So I spent 4 years working in high school to build my dream car, and then I totaled it, and I had full coverage on it. We didn't even claim it.
Pretty hilarious.
No!
Pretty.
I can't believe he just didn't turn the car.
You guys always talk. The brakes went out. You guys always talk like I had
What
like
about
10
the
minutes to
e-brake?
think about it. I pulled the e-brake. It's a 65. You think this thing stops on a dime?
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift into a ditch and die. You guys, it was literally like
Baby Driver, that thing.
I had 1 second. I'm driving. Hey, Connor, we don't have brakes. What? We don't have brakes. Through the gate. That's how fast it went.
How did you stop? Did the gate stop you?
Yes. The gate stopped me.
No, you were like 50 feet down the
Connor
road.
I think Connor was freaking out.
We were actually,
Did he cry?
we were actually very calm.
Yeah.
The way I said it was pretty much how it was. So it went like this. I said, no brakes. And he's like, what? And I was like, no brakes. And then I leaned over and I put my arm on his door to like brace him. And then we crashed. That was it.
You don't have airbags, do you?
No.
That thing?
How did it feel like in the minutes after you knew
I hurt my
you
leg.
fucked up?
I hurt my leg pressing so hard. That's all I remember. I was trying to push down
You
the
hit that
brakes
hard?
so hard
Oh.
that I like hurt my leg. That's all I remember. Other than that, like,
How did
the
it feel
minutes.
just sitting there thinking like, oh, I fucked up?
I was so mad. I was so
I remember there's a picture
mad.
of Noah just standing there with him and Connor.
believe
It's on his sister's Instagram or his sister's Twitter. And it said "Rip Manchero."
You just...
I was so upset
bad.
because I was like, "Yep." I had to call my parents. I was like, "I don't have a car." And it's like, of course, it happened right after I totaled the Vic.
Right.
And then right after, yeah. So it was like,
weeks later.
it was just like, what's happening? to me?
I've been in a lot of car wrecks in that Ranchero.
You were in one. It wasn't even a car wreck. We were doing burnouts, and I blew out the driveline. I ripped the driveline off the yoke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I had too much horsepower.
I was gonna say too much power. It just.
Yeah, and I ripped it off when we were doing burnouts. There's not a car crash. I've
I
been
was
in too many
traumatized.
car crashes. Yeah, you were traumatized. You laughed because my dad pulled up and he goes, "Noah, don't you know you drive a Ford? That's found on road dead, not first on race day." He hit me with some country bumpkin slang, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, thanks."
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, that was it.
What are we at?
We're at 56 minutes, so I think that's good.
That was
Are we
pretty
happy
good,
with
yeah.
this podcast?
I was happy with that.
I don't think it's horrible. I'm actually gonna post this whole one. I think.
Yeah.
Again, you can email us at the MildMeatball at yahoo.com. It might just be MildMeatball at yahoo.com. I will tell you in a second. Let me look it
Put
up.
it in the description.
Yeah, I'll put it in the description.
What are we going to title this one?
I don't think I'm gonna title it at all. It is MildMeatball at yahoo.com. Our guest today was Tyler. We are gonna have Mackenzie back on to further explain his.
Mackenzie's
Dude.
Redemption.
Bring me in.
Needs.
Mackenzie's back in.
We were gonna have 4 today. We were gonna have you and Annabelle, but I knew he wouldn't like Annabelle, and I didn't know how I'd feel about a 4-person podcast.
Why
I
not?
feel like 3-on-1 on Mackenzie would be good.
I don't know.
3-on-1?
I have a
Just
couple
roast
interviews
the
lined up.
Yeah.
I've been really looking up these interviews. Do you guys remember Max Shapiro from high school?
Yes.
Got him on here. He's gonna come on.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's a freak, so I figured
Dude's
he'd.
fucking
So
weird.
you
He'd
gonna
have
talk
some
about
good stuff.
Andrew Yang?
He 100% he is actually. That's what he DM'd me.
Dude, we got to get Yang in here.
He
too.
said, can I come on and talk about Andrew Yang? And I was like, I guess. And he goes, can I talk about Israeli politics? And I said, do you know about Israeli
That sounds
politics?
like a terrible subject.
Yeah, I
I
said,
mean, no one's
You
really
be like
interested, so.
pro-Palestine, I'll be pro-Israel. We'll just
I
start
don't
a
even know
big
what that.
fight.
I don't even know what that means because I don't follow Israeli politics at all. Anyways, he said, can I talk about Israeli politics? I said, do you know about Israeli politics? And he said, no. And I said, sure, you can talk about it if you want.
I feel like that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, I don't care. We don't have any Israeli listeners. I guarantee that.
Yeah, I guess so. So I could roast them up, but I won't.
Yeah. Okay, Tyler, play us out with a theme song.
Acapella.
Acapella is not clapping.
The end.